Men are gonna come along and want to teach you things. Doesn't make them any smarter.
I would say it's 5 out of 6 if we're rolling the dice. I just couldn't quite buy that after being, what was it, 6 years without playing a tournament game in an orphanage, that you would then be one of the best players in a few years. But in general, having said all that, it was extremely enjoyable.
You're an orphan, Beth.
I'm fine being alone. I feel safe in an entire world of just 64 squares.
I don't necessarily think great chess players see the chessboard in the ceiling, but it's very true that chess players will often look to the ceiling or look a different way, and that is simply an unconscious thing that we do in order to remember.
There's no player in the world as gifted as you are.
There is one player that scares me.
Who?
The Russian.
I and a lot of others can certainly recognize not just the obsession, just the fact that she is a really, really good student of the game, studying the games in her head, reading as many books as possible, analyzing with the best players. And I think, especially when I was little, that's one of the things that I did well. Like, even very, very strong kids who were extremely talented, they played tournaments, they did well, they studied some, but it wasn't like something they were thinking about all the time, which it was with me. I mean, I was constantly thinking about chess, reading chess books, often for hours every day. And I think that in that sense, I can definitely recognize myself in her with that obsession and the passion and desire to be better.
Chess isn't always competitive. Chess can also be beautiful.
I also really liked the last sequence of her game against Borgov, where she sacrificed the queen at the end, and the whole sequence leading up to that. I was sitting there watching and like trying to guess the moves, and I could see it unfolding, and I thought it was really pretty.
I'm worried about you.
Don't make me over.
What on earth for?
I think with her, she also obviously had a very, very difficult childhood. It's not necessarily down to her being a brilliant chess player that she experienced these difficulties. From my own personal experience, I wouldn't say that I've suffered at all. I've had a fine, balanced life, and apart from that, I've been able to do what I love. So I think it's at least not an automatic that being brilliant at something takes away from something else.
Tell the readers of life how it feels to be a girl among all those men.
I would love to see women do better in chess, feel more included.
Then you go on ahead and do just what and how you feel like.